This little story starts off at the pearly gates, and St. Peter's standing there, a bit bored because no one's turned up, and he was waiting patiently when suddenly before him appeared three businessmen, and he was rather surprised to see them because he wasn't expecting them, and it was near Christmas. So he said to them, "In honour of this holy season, you must each possess something that symbolises Christmas, and then I'll let you into heaven." Well, this completely surprised the three businessmen, and the first one fumbled through his pockets, and eventually he pulled out a lighter and he flicked it on, and St. Peter said, "Well, how does that represent Christmas?" And the first businessman said, "Well," he said, "it represents a candle." So St. Peter said, "Oh yes, okay," he said, "you can go in." And he turned to the second man and he said, "What have you got?" And the man went through all his pockets, and he was getting a bit desperate, and then suddenly he produced a set of keys. And St. Peter said, "Well, how do they symbolise Christmas?" And the second man shook them, and he said, "Well," he said, they're bells." So St. Peter said, "Yes," he said, "I'll just about pass you." He said, "Okay," he said, "you can go through the pearly gates." And he turned to the third man, who was been through his pockets twice and couldn't think of anything. Then suddenly he produced a pair of ladies' panties and held them up. And St. Peter looked at them in amazement, raised his eyebrows, and he said, "What on earth have you got there? How do they symbolise Christmas?" And the man said, "They're carols."